Humanity is thirsting for the hope-inspiring principles of human revolution and of establishing the correct teaching for the peace of the land.
As the year of advancement and of capable people progressed, we witnessed riots, floods, cyclones, border issues, humanitarian crises, and many other societal complexities. Our blue planet, already plagued with global conflict and climate change, hit an all-time low with the outburst of COVID-19 pandemic. Life came to a standstill. Fear, grief, and powerlessness spared no one. People suffered job losses, health challenges, family discord, financial hardships, and countless unseen adversities never experienced before. In the time full of challenges, doubts, and questions, school buildings were closed, but school wasn't. How reassuring was the presence of our mentors, our teachers, who shined with a commitment to the life-affirming principles that are our driving force and our school's motto, excellence and service. When teacher and pupils in India took an anthem, "You and me together, it is now or never, invincible forever." Living in the age of crisis, our teachers drove us on the never-ending path of success. They inculcated in us faith for absolute victory and made us believe that we must become pioneers of a better age, striving to find positive solutions and thereby turning the age into one of achievement.
I'm very happy to share that we conclude with the first unit of syllabus today in our online school, and I'm sure these classes were useful to you all. In our redefined system, we are updating ourselves daily with each of our teachers and staff working day and night.
And open your big eyes. Wiggle your ears. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And this folktale is coming all the way from China. Old lady. Her name was Mrs. Jing.
We are all going to face towards the right side of your spine, which is very helpful. Joining the hands together. Twice. That means that you don't bring this one because you'll end up going there. Okay? Very simple.
हम कुछ चीज बनाने से पहले एक बहुत क्विक सी हमने बेवरेज आपको बना के दिखाती हूँ. मेरे पास एक प्लेन पानी है.
interaction between teachers and parents, taking a step ahead towards this qualitative educational journey in these unprecedented times.
My vision is very simple: to spread digital safety awareness, to combat cybercrimes, creating digital safety warriors. So Twitter,
What are the risks of using public Wi-Fi?
to use a public Wi-Fi, you can use a VPN first.
Dear children, as we all acknowledge that the greatest learning resource in today's world for the minds of people is the internet.
Cyber security is now not to be chosen as a career. Cyber security has to be new normal, and in the new industry 4.0. What is the new industry 4.0? अगर कोई भी आपको कॉल करे तो आप हमेशा फोन ऐसे उठाइए.
Exactly is meant by virtual private network.
So how can people, especially the youngsters,
So please check the genuinity. Don't start.
Our eminent speaker, Dr. Mansi Agarwal, Rashtriya Shiksha Ratan Awardee, is with us today.
Why not the exposure is given at the school level?
standard of 10th class?
When we talk about vocational education,
Is not a one-man job or a one-man army.
is an opportunity for religions to show their ability to work together with academia.
That in the coming year, education will be so dynamic.
बड़े इजीली कह देती हैं घर से ये सीख के आए हो. घर पे जाके पेरेंट्स बहुत इजीली कह देते हैं स्कूल से ये सीखते हो.
Who is going to decide the 3 languages?
And what's about the student and teachers ratios?
Our school's Scholars Rosary was determined to show victorious proof of our trailblazing journey to effect a powerful change in the destiny of all humankind with the most powerful yet peaceful weapon in the world called education.
The difference between stumbling stones and stepping blocks is how you use them. Even amidst the hard times of the year, the steadfast hope, unwavering courage, and endless encouragement of our mentors helped us excel in all our fields. This year made us realize the need to focus on ourselves and our dear ones, work for the good of society, and to appreciate even the little things in our lives. As Daisaku Ikeda says, and I quote, "Even if things don't unfold the way you expected, don't be disheartened or give up." I unquote. So, let's all step in the coming year with faith, positivity, gratitude, joy, and hope in our hearts.
Hello everyone! What a year 2020 has been. So many unbelievable things happening beyond our imagination. This is maybe the most disastrous year so far. But let's end this year on an optimistic note by taking forward the experiences 2020 has taught us.
Withstanding 2020 was without a doubt a test for all of us and a lesson that nature has suffered enough, and therefore it is time for a change that we much crave. The change in human nature to be more compassionate,
to respect what we have and to preserve what is being provided to us by the Mother Nature. 2021 is the beginning of a new era. So let's make this year wonderful by taking the experience from 2020.
We vow to protect our Mother Earth no matter what.
We vow to engage ourselves in the community service.
We vow to change the orthodox norms that still prevails in our society. Let us all stand together and take a pledge to serve our nature and to defend it from all the odds, with a zeal in our eyes and purpose in our hearts. Thank you.
Dear one and all, please accept my heartiest warm greetings. With the emergence and spread of COVID-19 in India, my school, Scholar Rosary, has not stopped its quality education. It has adopted a wide range of virtual learning tools to provide us with best education. Neither UTs were stopped nor are co-curricular activities. I am proud to be a part of this wonderful family. I love my school, Scholar Rosalie. Thank you.
2020 has been a devastating year, and we all have been locked in our houses for the greater good. By staying home, we can either make it or we can break it. I chose to be productive and participated and got awarded for about 30 international online model UN conferences and quiz competitions. I also completed and got merit in an online course on migration and health by World Health Organization Europe and University of Exeter, United Kingdom. Along with this, I and some of my friends organized different non-profit events. In the following years, I plan to pursue my passion of public speaking and exploring policy making. I hope to bring the change that the world needs and world deserves. By 2030, I wish to become a policy maker or a diplomat, working in an extreme environment and serving the world in my own way. Thank you very much.
The entire world went away to internal lockdown, and never in a million years I thought that my life would take such a drastic change. At first, it seemed like a dream, but with time, seeing my school and my family adapting to it, it made me realize that this is the reality and I need to accept it. At first, it was very difficult for me and to accept that life goes on. So let's live on. Now, I wish to enter 2021 with all positivity and to work much more hard on myself to achieve all what I aspire for. Thank you.
Hello everyone. 2020 will always be remembered as COVID-19 pandemic year. Social distancing, isolation, quarantine and other such words have predictably gone viral. Most of our time was spent at home for our own good. I participated in various online events, both at the national and the state level, and stood first and second, respectively, in the Bal Bhavan and MDU solo singing competitions. In the following years, I plan to pursue my dream of becoming a cardiosurgeon. I want to organize health campaigns in the remote areas of India in order to make them aware and also to improve their health conditions.
A lot of life lessons as it did to the entire humankind. 2020 introduced us to a global pandemic which shook the whole world. However, even this most challenging situation could not stop us from getting our education thanks to our school authorities. We shifted from physical to online classes and then mastered them soon enough. That, I believe, is the biggest achievement for us. In the coming decade, I see myself and my fellow mates striving to shape our lives and future. Also, I believe that this year has taught us well enough to focus both on our professional and personal growth while at the same time taking care of our environment. And that's how we soared into 2030 while looking forward to a brighter future ahead.
My biggest learning from this year is time is a very useful resource and we should use it wisely. Sticking by this learning, I have improved my time management skills, and also this year has been good for me in terms of my academics and co-curricular. My way of entering into 2021 would be setting a legendary goal and accomplishing it through smaller targets.
I also try to do something productive during this pandemic. Like, I am the zonal interactive representative of Rotary Club. So, under which I held meetings with the Rotary Club members and learned new ways to help people and nature around me. So, I would like to implement these ideas I have learned during the meetings and sessions and help people around me and conserve the nature around. I have a lot of interest in medicine work and research work. So, I see myself as a medical worker or a research worker in the next 10 years and do something that would be recognized globally and help people all over the world.
Gave online exams with hard work, blessings of the teacher and school team. We completed our hard COVID time smoothly. Thank you.
Our school authorities made online education available to all of us in this critical situation. Our teachers made learning engaging by replacing chalkboard with online presentations. It also helped me in my time management. The single most lesson that 2020 taught us is that don't let go of the present while thinking of the future. So presently I am working hard to build a better version of myself in future.
To the wonderful teachers and staff of Scholars Rosary, I appreciate all your efforts in teaching and making sure my child is learning in such a pandemic condition. I appreciate all the motivation and encouragement so that he does his best. Thank you for always bringing best out of my son and for constantly motivating and encouraging him to strive.
Today, I would like to share my views on the online classes that have been offered by Scholars Rosary in these unprecedented times. My little girl is in class 1. From the very beginning of the session, I was really worried and confused about that how would she cope up with this new technique of teaching. But eventually I realized that the system and the curriculum has been designed in such a graceful way that she did not take any time to pick it up. The credit for this goes to all the dedicated, compassionate and hard-working teachers and the background workers. I must congratulate all the Scholar Rosary family for their extensive, tireless hard work. So, as a proud parent, I can say that the year 2020 is not a wastage for my daughter as far as her education is concerned. Thank you.
It has been a great experience for the child as well as for the parents. Us, it has been a great experience because we could also get a sneak peek into how the teachers, what is the teaching methodology of the teachers, how they are teaching our children. And let me tell you this, they have really put in a lot of efforts. They focus on each and every child in the class and they are repeating the topics again and again so that the child learns it by heart. And not just the classes that are being conducted, also the tests that are being conducted by the teachers, the efforts that the teachers are putting in taking the tests in the evening as well. The objective and the subjective tests, that is also really commendable. And apart from the studies, the curricular activities are also still going on during the pandemic. The online celebrations that they are conducting, for example, the Christmas celebration that was last conducted, that is also really worth appreciating. That is so nice of the teachers to put in so much of effort for each and every class and each and every celebration. So we are really happy with how they have turned this pandemic year into a very nice and learning experience for the child. The child did not miss any part on this.
The new beginning will mark the hopeful start of a far-reaching journey of the educator and learner together.